the most part, I guess just getting a rhythm of macroing. Your biggest flaw is that you spend too much time controlling your units, moving them to your opponent's base, and you're stockpiling 7 or 8 larvae and not using your queens efficiently. Like Jeff said, it's the hardest race mechanically. So you have to just start just finding easier ways to go about remembering to go back to your base constantly. Hotkeys was a big problem. That being able to run through your hatchery very quickly without having to look away from your enemy. And I mean, your tournament results say it all. That if you have those mechanics, that's the one thing that you could have added to push you up to, like Alex, a very significant player. So that's the, in my opinion, the biggest thing for you to get done. I think you're going to see the biggest improvement from.
As far as we're concerned, don't feel cheapened by the answer too, because I mean, sure you can say mechanics about any race, right? And everyone needs to work on mechanics.
No, but hearing it 3 times too is I mean, seriously, with my limited time, and the reason I ask is I'm going to go home and work on that piece. And obviously, like you said, I'll never be done with it, but if I get the point, like, Alex is over that, I can get, I think there's a lot.
So the guys that played them, another order, just one at a time?
I've already talked a little bit, I think your Protoss strat is wrong. Straight up. I feel that you go way too often, you go into directly from roaches and Hydra.
Well, I guess the question though is when you go to play me, what do you take in consideration? So you already think I'm going to go roach, so then there you go.
Well, I scout. You still have to scout because you might do something crazy, but I just feel more confident that you're going to go roach. So I set that up where I have my cyber quicker, and I have my cybernetic core, and I have my stalkers out quicker because I don't have as much of a zealot ratio because I realize that that's what you're going to do. So then when you come with it, I'm like, well, I got that already. You know what I'm saying? It's in that matchup. It's all about getting into my base, and you can't sneak roaches. It's just not gonna happen. You're using roaches to overwhelm my zealots. If I don't have any zealots, then it helps. You know what I'm saying? So there's several players here that have beat me a bunch with not using any of that composition whatsoever. So that's what you do.
I guess for me, when I fight you, having the luxury of having many replays of you and me and other people going at it, I notice you spend a lot of your time on one thing and then you'll go and spend a lot of time on another thing. So I know if I can distract you doing 2 or even 3 things at once, we'll use the tournament game Desert Oasis Mountain. When you tried to go for 2 expansions after you mined out your main, I knew I had you because I just needed to attack both. And I knew you would focus on one, that one would fail, but the other one would succeed almost by default, and then that was the game.
I remember, was it you and me in the tournament finals?
We had the women's bracket.
Okay.
We played in the early rounds, 4 games.
I remember those games. At least for me, when I play Protoss for Zerg, I really like to be the aggressor and be the decision maker. A Protoss that opens 1 gate and a Protoss that opens 2 gate is completely different in the matchup. I like to be the guy that forces the Zerg to not get his early economy fast, and if I go 1 gate, he can get his second hatchery up and he can be on 2 bases really quick. I prefer to open 2 gate and force the Zerg to react to me rather than I react to him. So I think throughout those games, I would just think, okay, because I'm going 2 gate, I know Machine and all the other coaches have coached me really well. You're going to go roaches because that's the proper counter to it. And then I'm just going to go Stalker and take up to my Colossus. And then I would force you to go Spire eventually, and then it's just that kind of thing. And I think I just had the set game plan of, okay, I'm going to do this and he's going to counter it with this, and then I'm going to counter that with that. And I think
we look at the same coaching and exactly
you could be more proactive and be more 1 step ahead. Okay, he has something planning right now. He's going Colossus tech, but once I get the Spire out, he's gonna stop going Colossus once I have so many corruptors. What's he gonna do to counter my corruptors? And start preparing for that approach. And just be thinking 1 step ahead in the game. Because if you're just reacting to your opponent, it's not gonna end well, usually.
I
haven't played you like a bunch. I remember a few things, or like I tend to not see much of anything from you unless I'm like.
It's Russ.
No, I was looking at the ground. But
Oh, okay.
no,
I thought you were looking at Alex.
No, I know. Sorry. No, I see plenty of. I just wanted from him. No, I tend to like not see any zero units ever unless I go like when you're.
Move up the rungs of the ladder. If they're not noticing you, go to them, message them, and say, "Hey, here's my results. I feel like I deserve a chance. Will you give me a chance?" Worst case scenario, again, they say no. They say, "Fuck you," whatever. Go to work. You know, put your name out there in as many places as you can. Like, as talented as Alex is, if I don't see him in more tournaments, he's not going anywhere. Nobody invites the top. I mean, some people invite top ladder players, but a lot of the top teams are looking at tournament results. They're looking at streams. You know, that's a big part of it too. It's just getting your name out there. So if you guys are really serious about that, that's the thing you can do.
It's a good place to look for tournaments and like Team Liquid and you know.
Team Liquid's the best.
Yeah, under the StarCraft 2 training section, there's new stuff every day.
There's a new thing they have, I think, for
It's
tracking.
a tournament tracker. People submit their tournaments and then it gets featured on this tournament page, and you can see for like the next 2 months all the tournaments, what day, what time. It links you to the website where you
It's
can
on Team
register. Yeah, yeah. It's at the top. You know where it says home, about. There's a new section called tournaments.
I knew
How new
It's
is
like
that?
4 days old. It's brand new.
Oh, okay.
They came out probably Monday-ish.
Yeah, I remember seeing it and then the
That's
post
really
about it.
nice, because there's a lot of tournaments.
It's like, whoa, what?
At the very least, there's the Go-See coaching weekly on Wednesdays and Thursdays, or Wednesday or Thursday, whichever it is. Free entry for anyone.
Any stuff that just go when you guys website.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
Every week.
And then if you're not kind of a platinum diamond level, if you're not around there, there's a gold tournament. So all other guys, you know, if you're
I'll go
if you have-
dominate that.
well, they won't let you in as a platinum.
Oh, true.
Just lose a bunch of games.
I was thinking the same thing. It's good purpose.
But just get your name out there, okay? That's my, because that's not time restraint and that's not talent-wise. That's just put your name out there.
That's an interesting question. If you play incredibly mechanically sound and then just leave every game, do you think Blizzard's system is complicated enough to recognize that and not drop you down?
It doesn't. It doesn't go
No.
keystrokes or anything like that. It's wins and losses and win percentages against other
Matchups.
leagues. Yeah, and matchups too.
Okay, just curious.
It's like the couple really
No,
small
no.
games.
I mean,
How come
wrong
I
guy.
always get matched against like the pro gamers and like people I know? I don't get it. I know there's other diamond players out there, but I'm always playing like how could Tweak actually or Bryce or Jeff or somebody.
I think it's
I don't
win
get
ratio.
But
Yeah,
yeah,
well,
like,
you
no,
know,
I've
I've
never
already heard that, because I've heard
Well,
that there's a lot
shit
more
out.
involved in.
Gotcha.
I have no idea what's going on.
Yeah,
So
maybe
I
tell
have
me.
It's
Or-
been very
Yeah,
tight-lipped
but
about
boss.
it. They lead on, there's like 19 factors or 20 or something.
Okay.
Okay.
They just know it's Kelby, like it's fucking Kelby.
We're gonna make out a fucking terrible now on that.
Is anyone actually like training for like pro player stuff? Like they're gonna put that many
Yeah.
hours in?
I think it'd be fun to do. I'll never make it to the level you guys are just because StarCraft is like my third priority, shy of school and business future. I think it'd be hella fun to play in lots of tournaments, maybe do something regional. That'd be totally kick ass.
I was thinking of putting a lot of time into it actually. Like, not necessarily am I looking to be like a pro gamer in the future, but I'd like to get good enough to the point where I could at least like play you guys and take a game off you once in a while, you know, that kind of. Some guys have much else to do. I don't know, I was just talking to QXC and he's like, well, I haven't played any other games competitively or whatever, and I started playing back in the beta of StarCraft. We played Bruno for a year. So it's like, I mean, it's doable, and I have a lot of time, so. I remember I've been trying, I should say. It's tough because of my age. I still have to go to school, and over the summer I got a job and I have a lacrosse team, club lacrosse team, but luckily that ended, so I don't have to do that anymore. And
Yeah, that is. Yeah. Anyways, basically we're all just like typing these practice games, and I basically bonded with them, and then I kind of neglected Ventrilo, but I know we're Team Cryo State, so should be fun. Yeah.
I mean, it's nice to have a nice supportive, you know, family and
Oh, yeah.
friends and girlfriends and football. You know, how you sit and spend 5 hours playing StarCraft instead of.
Yeah, they were like all impressed. Like they weren't pissed off when like I beat them, like with Kelby's help. But like they were like, good job, man. Like they were surprised, but it's cool.
They're surprised that you went to a pro StarCraft camp that focused on StarCraft 2 for 4 days and then you beat them.
No, but like, you know what I mean.
Okay.
Well, it's like, well, it's not like you go like to like a weight loss camp and come back all skinny. People are like, so you want to like go play some tennis? It's not like that. Like, they're gonna be like, come on, man, like get up, you know. So
Wow.
it's cool.
It's kind of like that camp, StarCraft 2 camp, but you know what else?
So yeah.
You were too fat to play tennis before, so now you're skinny. Let's be fair enough.
Adam?
I know, I'm just gonna let you guys when you log on and say, hey, let's play a game.
Like, yeah. I've been told that with somebody's like, you're still gonna talk to me, right? So,
I'm gonna train like hardcore and then do that. So you can be like, oh yeah, you've improved. That's what I want from you guys.
So that's what I was just gonna say, that's like half the experience of being here is like the networking thing.
I've been engaging pretty much all day, every day for the past 2 days. On
Which is, no, I had like 15 different people like PMing me in game for me. I don't even know how they all got my like code or whatever. And I said it to like one person, which was kind of annoying, but it's like, yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, like the whole networking thing.
I know people like Jeff have to get tired of that. I mean, just like, I watch Jeff play some games, like every game, somebody was like, hey, so, I was King of the friends. Like, even when we were watching the King of the Hill, like every 2 seconds this movie popping up.
Lessening the curse, man, you know, it's becomes the territory.
What's the Daniels guy?
Well, you guys are part of that. This is the, you guys are the
I
first.
have no idea how we got
Yeah,
there.
we all have our like nicknames or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, we'll
Everyone wanted to play me when I logged out like 6 a.m.
You
that
tell
one
people
day,
you
and I like
flew
lost
to
everyone.
Arizona.
Like, where the hell? I'm like, guys, I wear a headband. I'm not like, I'm not pro.
You're not the real headband.
Oh, it was pretty close to that. Yeah, for sure.
Put the headband on the keyboard, that's your place.
That's
It's like
pretty
your
good.
signature now. You're gonna show up to every line with a
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, it's headband.